everybody, and welcome to episode 183 of the Let's Play world. I've got a whole bunch of cool stuff in store for today. I want to start off by showing you some stuff I did between episodes. So the first thing I did is I moved our parrot friend Keith, and I saw on the Hermitcraft server, Pearlescent Moon built this really cool thing, and I just sort of replicated it. And all that it is a bamboo trapdoor with a bit of scaffolding on top and then a chain. And then I've got Keith sitting up there and it looks great. It looks like a little jungly bird cage. And so I think we're going to do the same thing for this bird here. What you do is you put your chain up there and then you put your block and then we just put a bit of trapdoor. And then if we pull her up here, with the scaffolding on top, just like that. And then you need to kind of build a little bit of a staircase to get up there. And then if we get this bird to wake up, it'll want to fly to us. And so if we get up here, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Oh, you missed. Okay, I've got a bird on my shoulder. And if I jump up and down and then make him sit, there we go. Oh, you missed. Okay, here we go. Bingo. Okay, so now if I jump and then make the bird sit, nice. And just give it a little scooch, scooch, scooch. That. Great. Incredible. That's awesome. So cool. We could get more even if we had, more birds that just have a little aviary or something. I got a suggestion from Auntie Nick for a name, and I finally have enough iron, I think. I think this is how much an anvil takes. Yes, okay. Anvil, we'll grab our little name tag. This bird is going to be named Molly. Chapow. I also wanted to put something on this banner, so let's throw that in the anvil. Jungle Compound. Awesome. I'm going to grab this map, and then we're going to put the banner somewhere under the base here. See, that works right there. And then if I tap the map on it, Jungle Compound. Put that back, and there we are, Jungle Compound. Very cool. So now we can see on the map exactly where we are. So let me show you a couple other improvements I've made around here. For one, I took our little furnace and sort of expanded it a bit, and we've got bamboo feeding in from the side. We can put things up here, and we can kind of use this as a smelting room. And we can always expand this a little bit. Put in a little light under the carpet, and that looks great. Around the corner here, I took the crying obsidian, and I just made 2 stacks of 7, because I had 14 pieces total. And it looks kind of cool. You can also see I took the portal all the way to the ceiling. And these put off some light. And the portal itself puts off some light, so this room is actually spawn-proof. It is all lit up just by the crying obsidian and the portal. And I think that looks kind of ominous and kind of cool. Across the hall here, I installed some lights, so we're all nice and lit up. I put a little shelf up here, and then I just did some cocoa beans in case we ever need some brown dye. And I've got some fire resistance potions brewing up here. So that is awesome. I got another viewer comment from Michael who had some ideas about the decorations on my doorways. Specifically the use of buttons. When our base was really plain and very minimalist, the buttons were kind of a nice little touch. But now that we've started roughing it up and, we kind of have this almost like a jungle temple kind of theme that we've kind of modernized, they look kind of dinky. They look a little bit out of place. And so I had a couple of ideas of things we could do to potentially dress this up a little bit. One idea I had was we could use stone bricks. You know, we've used those to rough things up. Maybe we could use them to kind of define those doorways. Another idea I had is we could use andesite. Since it's a little bit more subtle, that might be kind of a neat look. And then another idea I had was we could potentially use chiseled stone, because those are a very decorative looking block, and that might be kind of cool as well. Okay, so option number one is andesite. It definitely sets the door off from the wall. It's a very soft look. By comparison, we've got chiseled stone. So here we have the stone bricks with these chiseled stone accents, and that looks very ornamental, very much like a temple. And then the third option is just stone bricks. And again, this really kind of sets the door off from the wall. It looks very finished and very intentional. So yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know which one of those you like. Do you like the chiseled accents, just the stone bricks, or do you like the andesite? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Last episode, I had mentioned that while I was editing the video, I saw something in the footage that I was very, very excited to tell you all about, and we will get to that today, I promise. But there's something I want to do first. We have been doing some decorating and making this all look really pretty and nice. And there's just a couple spaces left that we haven't touched at all. The bedroom as an example. We definitely need to do that. The front of the base, I think I want to do some terraforming down here to make this sit a little nicer along the riverbank. This room definitely needs some decoration. And then around the corner here, we have started work on this space, and we will utilize this for some other things. But we've got this big old hole in the wall back here, and I have an idea of something I want to do back here. First thing we're going to do is get rid of this oak tree right here. It is a little close to our base, a little bit of an eyesore. It just does this big old vine thing, and it's just sitting like right on the edge, so we're going to tear that out. Okay, and then we're gonna remove this stone here. We're gonna extend this a bit. I do want to knock this down a bit so it's not encroaching on our little space here too much. And there you have it. Got this nice skylight centered on the doors. It's a nice callback to this area over here. And then we just extended this a slight bit with a little glass wall. So we have a nice little porch on the back here, a little deck. And then this will turn green and it'll look much, much better. We don't have that big old tree kind of blocking our view and in the way, and it looks pretty cool. So nice little addition to the back side of the base here. Okay, that's enough dilly-dallying. Let me show you what I saw last episode. Last episode, we grabbed some of the maps and we did some flying around just to kind of expose the area. We had flown north up here to check out some of this, and then we went out over these nice plains and then down here to a desert and this massive jungle. And really not very far from base, when I was editing the footage, I saw something and I was like, what was that? And so I went back and I looked. Okay, so if we fly out back over the base here, off into the jungle, there's this little pool of lava out here somewhere, if we can find it. There it is. Cool. And then if we walk in this direction a little bit, look at that. This is a trail ruin right here. So we are going to excavate this thing. I am very excited. I have not found a trail ruin yet out in the wild. So I want to kind of clear this area out and secure it, maybe build a fence, little outpost. Hello, bird. And I want to dig this thing up. I want to see what all is in here. I want to find the pottery sherds. It's going to be cool. Before we start digging, I want to build a little outpost, just a tiny one, so we can have a bed and just a place to hang out and sleep the night away. And I think I want to use terracotta. And so I think this is south. Yes, this is where the mesa was. I want to grab some brown terracotta for use in our little outpost. Okay, I've got some bamboo growing so we can put a door and a roof on our little outpost. We'll also use it to build a fence. These leaves will despawn and get out of our way, and then we can start digging. Okay, took a while, but I finally got there. Made a couple of adjustments. I swapped out the oak for the jungle wood, and then since the jungle wood has a little bit of green in it, and the bamboo has a little bit of green, I did some green terracotta, which looks really great with the brown and the bamboo. Inside I put a floor in, and we've got a chest here, and our goodies. Got the fence all the way around. And once we start digging this up, we might need to move the fence in one direction or the other. We'll figure that out. I think I want to unearth this thing just using my hands and a brush because I don't want to break any of the suspicious gravel or the suspicious sand. So that is my plan. So let's do a little digging and see what happens. Well, I'm getting the feeling that the stone is not part of it, so I could remove this without damaging the structure. I'm hearing a lot of skeletons and a couple of zombies, so we're pretty close to a cave down here, so we need to be kind of careful with that as well. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of research and see, I noticed there was cobble and I noticed there was stone bricks, but I'm curious if stone is part of the ruin or if that is something that I should be removing. And I think that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.